Audio Jungle.
The president has vowed to decisively deal with the brain behind the peaceful protest. I'm talking about the people that disrupted the past Endsars demonstration. And this is calling for serious concerns in the society, as the president is also warning the protesters to stay off the street. All right, we have the Nation newspaper with us on today's edition of Bystanders at Distance. Let's quickly read out what the stories are saying to you viewers. Buhari wants Endsars protesters to stay off streets. The president wants Endsars protesters to stay off streets. Agitators retreat over tight security in Lagos. Agitators retreat over tight security in Lagos. FCT, soldiers, police back at Lekki toll gates. Soldiers, police back at Lekki toll gate, where some peaceful, innocent youths were massacred by the Nigerian soldiers. On to the next one. President to address joint National Assembly on Thursday. The President, Muhammadu Buhari, to address joint National Assembly come Thursday. Boko Haram in Southwest as kidnappers says, fire me. Boko Haram in Southwest as kidnappers says Governor A of Ekiti State, fire me. Okay, allegations of malpractices shooting Ghana spoils. You can see the pictures of the election going on in Ghana right here on the front page of this journal. Quickly to another story down the paper, we have APC PDP clashing over call for president's impeachment. APC PDP clash over call for president's impeachment. The last story here. Oshomole, I am not plotting to return as APC chairman. This is what Oshomole is saying, the former APC national chairman. I am not plotting to return as APC chair. Quickly to our reviewers for more analysis on these topical stories. I'll be right back.
My name is Oluwaseun Joseph. I work with Everton Properties Limited, a real estate development and marketing company. And in year 2020, which is the end of the year, we are running a promo. We call it end of the year promo, New Year and Christmas promo, where we are giving out a special discount for a special people, when we are giving a special gift for a special client. Now, Everton Properties Limited, we are saying that you can pay 25,000 naira initial deposit, and journey to a new year, new home just began. At Everton Properties Limited, we don't just sell property, we sell peace of mind. Evertop, creating value. Use promo code FLIPTV and enjoy special gift and special discount for Xmas promo with Evertop Properties Limited. Thank you.
All right, Okokondem, the president is to address the joint National Assembly on Thursday. What are your expectations? What do you expect at the House to ask the president? What do you want the president to say? And how do you think the situation, I'm talking about the current state of insecurity in the country, can be resolved?
Now, you said, or I saw in paper, that the president will address this coming Thursday. And you asked me, what do I expect? What do you think me to expect? To expect than what he did in America when he went to the United Nations. He was reading out what I've already written in paper for him. They asked him about the insecurity. He started answering on weather changing, weather climate, out of what they asked him in that conference. Now, what I want to tell you, Mr. President, what delays Mr. President not to answer the House since all these days was he don't know what to say. He don't know what to start. He don't know excuse to give. So he wait until they prepare a question that they will ask him. This is a collaboration. The National Assembly prepare a question that they will ask him. They write the answer for him. They give it to him. So when he come, when they answer him, he will cram it off head. Somebody will read it out for him. He cram it. So when he come there, he be just speaking, and he cannot speak more than what the promise he promised in 2015. That he will bring Boko Haram down within 6 months. He will revive Nigeria within 1 year. Jonathan should get out. Jonathan is this, Jonathan is that, and now today the Jonathan they are calling back to come and handle the situation. He cannot do anything. He cannot say anything. He is a failure to the leadership all over the world. So that's what I'm saying. Coming to National Assembly is just a formality. Coming to National Assembly is just to deceive we common Nigerians. But what is in his heart, he will do it. He don't believe in what, I don't believe him in what he said. I believe him in action. His heart, Bible said, heart is so deceitful and desperately wicked. Who know it? Except me, God Almighty know it. In Jeremiah 17, 9 and 10, go and read it. Heart is so deceitful and wicked. The heart of the president is not your own heart. It's not my own heart. He can say whatever he wants to say. But that is in his heart is what he will do. So coming to the National Assembly, I don't see it to
Getting any good results, right?
I don't see any good result. I don't see any result. And moreover, insecurity in Nigeria. Insecurity have gone out. The president himself cannot do anything. Why? Because he's the one that sowed the seed. He's the one that planted them. Then a tree you nurse to grow. How can you go and cut it? You plant a tree, you spend your time, you spend everything, you nurse it to grow. How can you go and cut that tree down overnight? Or let the tree wither by himself. Boko Haram, or let's go to the help remove it. Even if at all you bring another president from another tribe, even from his own tribe, Boko Haram will not stop. People like him will be sponsoring it. Because they are making achievement from that Boko Haram. Does Boko Haram have bank accounts? Does them have whatever they are selling out to acquire arms? Is it not human being arming them? That human being, are they not among the government? Why can't Mr. President call himself Buhari or presidency flush them out? Because he's part of them. Remember in 2014, when they said they will hold the meeting with Jonathan, Boko Haram appoint him to be their leader, to be their spokesman. And they will hold the meeting in Saudi Arabia, which means foreign country like Saudi Arabia is sponsoring them.
Now then they sponsor Boko Haram now.
I just what I'm saying. Arab nation, Arab oil nation are sponsoring Boko Haram. Sorry. To make sure they don't take control of Nigeria. Flying all over the nation, all over the world, are sponsoring Boko Haram. To make sure they take hold of Nigeria and establish Fulani nation. Now, remember that this Boko Haram, when Jonathan wanted to stop them, when they loaded 80 bus, so this was can be bus, down to east, to go to stop it, Jonathan government stopped them on the way. Buhari came out and said, why should the citizens of Nigeria, innocent citizens of Nigeria, hindered not to live in any part of Nigeria where it's constitutional? Then how do you think that this will come and stop them? Oh, that's what I'm saying. So insecurity in Nigeria will be going on. The best bet in Nigeria is back to your tent to all Israel. That's the best bet in Nigeria. Now look at people, Fulani herdsmen. We are not declared terrorists, but it was Nigeria. I mean IPOB declared terrorists.
Now, let's go back to the major headline on the this journal on Endsars protest. We have the president sounding warning to the protesters to stay off the street. Presently, as I'm talking to you, we have soldiers and police back at Lekki Tollgate. What's your take on this?
Now, what are my take on this? If Mr. President is warning protesters to stay off from street, he himself should do what will make the protesters not to come on the street, not carrying gun. You should use the youth. Youth are the future of this nation. The old people are aging off. It's the seed they sow that the youth will stand on it. The foundation they lay. Now, the foundation said, the youth said the foundation you lay is not good. Which the whole world know that the foundation this present government have laid, or the elders of this nation, or leaders of this nation have laid is not good. The youth want to lay a good foundation. You say them they should not lay that good foundation. Because you know that if they let that good foundation, you yourself will be uprooted. Now you say youth should not protest. The soldiers on the way, on the street. Nigerian soldiers Nigerian police, logistic agents, should come and tell me any war they have ever gone and win than fighting internal war against Biafra, against IPOB, against the citizens of Nigeria, against Protestants. That's the only way Nigerian people are best. Now, if Mr. President don't want anything, demonstration or protest, he himself know that he entered through demonstration. Okay. He entered the government through demonstration. He entered government through the protest, which means he is banning campaign and politics. Because when you are campaigning, you are protesting against the government in power. That's what campaign mean. Campaign is not a protest. Quick Easters have to resign because he entered through protest. Right. Campaign is protesting.
All right, thank you so much, Okokondem. You have the King David right here at the newsstand. David, good morning to you. How are you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Mike Anikuli, and good morning to our esteemed and our lovely viewers. And once again, Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year in advance.
In advance.
This is the season.
Honestly, they are very, very good viewers. Very good viewers on this platform. And I really appreciate you all. I'm talking about everybody across the globe watching Flip TV. We really appreciate you for always keeping in touch with us.
And always keeping it real.
And always keeping it real. Thank you so much. All right, David, we have APC, PDP trading words over the impeachment of the president. And the president is about to address the Joint National Assembly come Thursday. What are your expectations? And do you think the president will be capable to do justice to the insecurity that is currently ravaging the whole Nigeria for now?
Thank you, Mr. Mike Adekunle. First and foremost, I want to say, come Thursday, the president will be in the house. And the special assistant to the president on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, said something. He said there will be no questions. So why is the president going there? So now you just want to, he will just go to the house and just give his own side of the story. And the lawmakers that is also elected on the platform, just like he is also elected, will not ask him questions. So why is he coming to the house? It is not a military area that one man will just wake up and just address the nation, and people within and then people that tend to ask him questions will not ask questions because see, they are not giving the permission to ask questions. It's like you can see when Donald Trump when he visited the house and what's it called, and what's her name, Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi gave the best of the lawmakers. He also asked the president questions. Okay, sir, Mr. President, how far have you gone by tackling this? How far have you gone? How far has the administration done by doing this? By doing this
and that.
But now you are saying you would appear and no questions will be thrown to you, or no questions will be asked. So why are you coming to? So tell me, why are you coming for the house?
That was the essence, right?
So what's the essence of you coming to the house? It is even better you stay back in the villa because it's a democratic settings. If you want to come to the house and then allow the lawmakers to, most of them they are so bitter and then they have grievances them. They want to ask you questions. What have you done with this insecurity? So now you just want to come to the house and read the speech written by your media aide, and then they start clapping. After clapping, and then you turn back to Aso Rock. That's uncalled for. To me, that's not democracy. So I think if he does not want people to ask him questions, he should better not go there and dismiss himself, because he should stay in his Abuja residence and just keep mute of what has been going on, just like the way he has always kept mute. So I think now even the Senate President and the Speaker House of Reps should not even have agreed to that, because they are also Mr. President boy. These two persons are so loyal to him, and that is why every policy that comes from the government, they are also adhere to it. In a very sensible country, a president that wants to address the National Assembly and then he's not giving you his own terms and conditions and saying that there will be no questions. Why wouldn't there be interrogation?
Now, David, quickly to another topic here. gradually the Endsars protest, I'm talking about the second phase of the Endsars protest, is surfacing, and we have soldiers placed back at Lekki Toll Gate just to make peace, just to create that enabling environment for peace to take place in that arena. But the president has sounded a warning, telling the Endsars protesters to stay off the street. Your take on it? Do you think these Endsars demonstrators would listen to the president's word?
Mr. Magadekule, thank you. I also equally on this note want to stand a warning to him, Mr. Buhari. He should not borrow money from people's pension. He wants to borrow money from the old one. People who have retired. The federal government still wants to borrow from me. So the way he does not want us to go into the streets and protest, he too should not borrow money from the pension from the pension funds. That this is funds that people have worked for. And now, so it is now time for them to also retire and then enjoy
The fruit of their labor, right?
the fruit of the labor. Federal government is saying they want to borrow money out of the pension fund just to do something. But fine, back to the question. My take is that the president does not have any constitutional right to tell protesters not to go back to the street. Just like what Mr. Macha has said, if he wants to do that, he should draft out a bill, send it to the National Assembly, let the bill be enacted into our law. Into our law. He does not have a constitutional right. He does not have a constitutional right.
Don't you think it sounded that you wanted to curb more menace that will be happening?
Which menace? The menace that the political class sponsored. Why not in Lagos when a BRT bus conveyed hoodlums just to disrupt
The election, the peaceful
no
election.
yes sir
Peaceful
the protest here in Lagos.
Peaceful protest,
A government-owned transit bus was being hired by hoodlums. Who sponsored it? I know in this Lagos when the boss of the so-called what's it called? Yes, NRCWC, MC Olomo sponsored hoodlums just to attack protesters.
but he later debunked the statement.
What you expected to say? He will surely debunked it. My take is that protest was so peaceful until government started sponsoring hoodlums.
So government infiltrated the peaceful protest.
It is so obvious. Why tell me now? For the protests have been going on for so many days, weeks. There was no chaos. There was no trouble anywhere. It was when government started sponsoring hoodlums. That is when this whole issue erupted.
The president's warning to Endsars protesters, telling them to stay off the street. Sunday, I know this time around, you will comply and stay off the street because
God forbid over a dead body. For this country that nothing is moving. See, what I want to say is this. I'm very happy that we still have a youth that take a mind in the Bible. You can remember when Esther want to fight a battle, people warn him. You understand? But Esther said it to himself. Say, if I perish, I what? I perish. We have a youth that take that mind. If I perish, I what? I perish. Forget. Some people are saying that don't go. The police, where are they? The IG police that give the order that let nobody step the street for protest. Where is him? He's in Abuja. But only one advice I have for the police in the other branches and everywhere. Okay? This battle is beyond you as a police wearing Nigeria uniform. It's beyond you. Only what I advise the police that if they want to protect, let police protect the people as a democratic nation. A nation that has democracy, the police will be protecting the protester so that hoodlum will not hijack it. Not that the government, even Buhari said, they don't have power to stop protests. In the world, all over the world, they are protesting. Is it Nigeria that will be different? Nigeria that is the worst country all over the world. And the president will come out to stop people not to protest. It can't work. It can't work. Okay? The people what they are asking for is not for anything but good governance. Let it be good governance in this nation. Then our youth, Nigeria youth have been quiet for a lot of time. Since 1960, the government is only Nigeria that the leader will come and do what they like. They don't value the people, they don't value the citizen, and the people will keep quiet since 1960. But thank God for Vision 2020. You know, when I was born, I grew up and know something I was hearing about Vision 2020. I don't know that this is how the vision will come. The vision opened the eyes of the deaf or of the blind, those people that cannot see ahead. He opened the ear of those that cannot hear anything. And he let them to know that you must fight for your country. The country cannot continue to be rooming in actual poverty and borrowing. The independent nation, we call ourselves independent nation, but we are still depending on another country. What is the value? We don't have government that have interest of the people and the masses and the youth. The government are fighting for what they will eat and drink. Okay? This is a time you remember last week I told you that 2023 is too much. Maybe I said it. But there are people waiting for 2023 to fight the battle. 2023 is too much. Can this 2020? We have never entered 2021, 2022, 2023. Okay? You are wasting your energy. It's now that is the right time. You rise up to fight for what you want. You have to show those government that we are not a vision of 1951. This is Vision 2020. Vision 1951, they can do anything and cover it. But this Vision 2020 is a technology system. Anything the government like, let them do. Let them stop threatening people. We are protesting for our right. Is it because they have opportunity to buy the Labour chairman? The government buy the Labour chairman. If the Labour chairman cannot fight for the masses, a nation where the Labour is not functioning, that's how the country always live. You understand? If you don't have a country that they don't have a Labour that can fight for the people, the country suffer from many things. You understand? So let the youth keep on in their mindset what they have to offer to the country. 2023 is too long. It's high time the youth, Endsars is, let's call it a pastime, but end bad government, end Buhari, and the bad people occupy the seat, but they are not doing anything. Like Buhari is occupying space. He's not doing it as the president. It's when the Borno attack come, Buhari cannot address the nation, but Shekau, the Boko Haram leader, address the nation. He tell them the reason why he killed the people. Can you imagine?
I have a good news for you.
Yeah.
The president is to address the Joint National Assembly on Thursday.
Mr. Man, nothing good is coming out from there. This is the same people. Is it not the same rep that you listen to a newspaper I see today? He said some rep are demanding for Buhari impeachment. Some are fighting those ones that are demanding for the impeachment. Okay, nothing good will come out of that word they are calling. They call Buhari. He know people that he's going to meet. He's not going there to meet the people that have his time. Let them come to meet the youth. You understand? You that are protesting, let the president come and meet them, ask them, physically demand what the youth want, not to meet the rep, the armed robber occupying Nigeria seat. Okay, they have nothing to offer.
Right,
that is what I have to tell them. You don't understand?
Thank you so much. Matthew, as the president has warned the Endsars protesters not to demonstrate, don't you think it's better they heed the advice of the president or the warning of the president and stay back?
Okay, if you look at the scenario, you ask yourself, do people have right to protest? You try to balance the whole thing. You look at the aftermath effect of the protest. I look at what necessitated the wanton destruction of life and property. I will not speak like the government is speaking. Because for government, they do not see anything wrong in killing civilians, in maiming Nigerian citizens, in violating the rights of Nigerian citizens. The only thing that happen is the killing of what's it called, Nigerian security personnel, police, army, and the rest. But for me, I feel life is sacrosanct. What a policeman is killed, a military personnel is killed, a civilian is killed, I feel it's uncalled for. I feel it should be avoided. Bible said that. I don't think it is up to the president to start talking in such a tough manner as to threaten the right of Nigerian citizens to protest. That notwithstanding, I seek the escalation of the whole scenario, because it is not wise when life is being wasted carelessly. But if you look at it, you see that it was even the manner the government handled the whole exercise, the whole thing, that necessitated the violence. Look at right from Abuja, government started sponsoring talks to disrupt the activity, the protest, to the point that they went to the car park lot in Abuja, the park lot of the protesters, they set it ablaze. In Lagos here, there are so many reported cases of state-sponsored talks to disrupt the protest. At Lekki Toll Gate, when they saw that it was organized, the most organized peaceful protest I can ever see, using talks to infiltrate into their ranks to disrupt it was not possible. That was why we saw the shooting that the police did in conjunction with the military. So what I'm saying is, the president is not up to him to start warning that people should not protest, because peaceful protest is entrenched in the constitution, and as Nigerians, as citizens, we have every right. Not even Mr. President can stop that right. If Mr. President knows that he's not comfortable with people protesting, he have a right as a Nigerian citizen, as a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, let him sponsor a bill to National Assembly to amend that law and restrict Nigerians from protesting by constitution, not by fiat.
But in his statement, he said the peaceful protest was hijacked by hoodlums. It was hijacked by political talks. That's why he said there shouldn't be any demonstration on it.
What the president was silent about is that he should have answered the question of how does those violence erupted. I listened to a retired director of DSS on Channel Television, where he said that the talks that were disrupting the activity of protests in Abuja were DSS personnel attached to a senator, because they were captured on camera riding in exotic car. So what I'm saying is, the presidency, Nigerian authority, they are culpable in these violence activities that trade the protest. They are culpable, and they cannot absorb themselves of culpability. It doesn't matter how they look at it. It is the irresponsible nature of the handling of the whole exercise that make us see that violence. Otherwise, from the onset, let me tell you one thing, Mike. If you look at the nature of that protest, migrants, hoodlums was not driving it. It was driven by intellects. The people who are academians, who are educated. So that best explains why we saw that level of organization. So when the government saw that, because the government felt that they have arrested and coerced thugs, miscreants into what they commonly call abu. That once those ones are under their control, that nobody can challenge the government. So when they now saw that the intellects, the egrets came together to rise against police brutality, they looked for how to arrest them, how to address them. They saw that there was no leader, because at every point in time they needed to address a leader. They were telling them to come to Lekki Toll Gate and address everybody. So they decided to use violence to disrupt it.
Good morning.
You're welcome on board.
Thank you, Michael.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. As you can see, one of the lanes was blocked yesterday by Nigerian Police Command over Area G. They are afraid of protests. So, as intelligence report could have it, they just responded by blocking one of the lanes, and that causes heavy traffic around Ogba environment since yesterday.
Now, Raphael, is it constitutional to protest? Do we have that constitutional right to protest?
In every advanced society, it is the constitutional right of the civilians. It is our civic right to protest. Bad governance to protest, hardship in the midst of plenty to protest, bad policies to protest, police brutality to protest. When they still, if government still remain adamant to attend to our calls and demands, it's our constitutional right to protest. It's one of the constitutional review
if we have the constitutional right to protest and the law guides it, what is stopping the government from giving the Nigerian populace that chance to protest? And number two, why is it that the government is fond of clamping down on protesters?
Yeah, because of the kind of society of ours, because of the kind of leaders we have. It's because of the kind of leadership we have right from 1960 till date. The kind of constitution, what do you call it, the kind of democracy we operate here is not the way it is over there in America, in Europe, and Asia. They don't answer to our calls, which is why our government remain the most expensive government in the world. I mean government departments, the money they receive as salary. And that is the reason why our democracy is the most dilapidated democracy in the world. We are not doing it the way they are doing it over there in America. And that is the reason why the service chief can serve and serve and serve more than 5 years. I want to ask you, fire you back. Is it constitutional to remain there as a service chief when the security is not, is not improving? It should be. You should bow out for another person to test another person's brain, test another person's competence, test another person's tenure. You understand? Brutal should not remain there. So I'm telling you, Michael, the reason why all this is happening is because of racism, tribalism, religion, and the rest. Thank you. Buhari is not a Christian. Buhari is not understanding you and I. We are Christians. Buhari is a Muslim. I think you understand. So he felt now that Jonathan has finished as a Christian. Let me go and rubbish them. So Buhari is on a revenge mission. That's why all these are not, happening in the right way. In terms of good leadership, dividend of democracy, we are not receiving any. We went there and voted for him. That was 2015. Look at what we got in return. We got killings, senseless killings, hardship, famine. There is hunger in the land of Nigeria. Nigeria still remains the most underdeveloped countries of the world. One of the most underdeveloped countries of the world is Nigeria. We are not developed.
Now that the president is to address the Joint National Assembly on Thursday, should we expect a new change?
Well, if those reps could, come out en masse and unite as a body. Rep is the lower house of, National House of Assembly. They are the lower house. They are lawmakers too. They represent the constituents in various parts of the country. So, if they could just join together, the whole reps, and plan well the kind of question they should throw to this man, they should be objective, understand, and be constructive on asking question and the profiling solution. Understand, if they could come together and ask him, why is this, why is that, they will have an edge over him. But if they divide among themselves, if there's something like ethnicity there among them, they can go nowhere.
I don't think questions will be restricted.
I'm telling you, because
restrictions.
Yes, because you find out that Northerners have more reps there. I think you understand what I mean. From core north to south, northeast, north, northwest, midwest, they are the one.
And don't forget that some of these northern leaders are also calling for the president's impeachment.
My brother, let it play out there. We want to see a rep a united rep.
Okay.
A rep that has resilience and patriotism in mind. A rep that has the interests of Nigerians at heart, or in mind, in heart. Do you understand? Let them just join hands together and confront this man.
And don't you think they'll be bought over before that day?
That's what I'm saying. If they could just not be bought over, I'm telling you, they are going to have edge over this man. Because we are witnessing what I call here death camp, concentration camp, the killing field of Vietnam. That was after Vietnam War and during Vietnam War. People are dying like in the killing field of Vietnam. That's Cambodia. People are dying like the concentration camp in Germany there. People are dying on a daily basis in Nigeria. Over 64,000 Nigerians killed in a decade by terrorists. And Brutai is telling us that terrorism is going to persist for 20 years in Nigeria. Sheikh Husani, the publicity spokesman, Garbachew, thank you so much for remembering his name for me. He's saying the farmers whose throats were slit, chopped off, that they did not confront the military before going to farm. Is that a sarcasm? What is that? What kind of statement is that? Should they say that? So before farmers go to farm in the north, they should confront, get clearance from the military.
Okay, Raphael. So,
let me tell you.
So, Raphael, if they are not bought over,
if they are not bought,
they will have edge over the president.
If the reps are not bought over, they are going to edge him out.
All right,
they are going to edge the Mr. President out.
And this is where we say goodbye to you on today's edition of this program. Join us next time on the same platform. Michael Adekunle remains my name. Behind the camera, I have Samuel and Christian Chukwu keeping it real on this platform. You can join us on our social media handles. You can also subscribe to 50V Plus and 50V. Join me on Facebook, Michael Temitayo Adekunle. Just like what Raphael has said, if they are not bought over, they will have edge over the president. Let's see how the game goes. Bye, everyone.